Hopefully the audio balancing, or the audio balancing.
I hate this song.
Shouldn't you have balanced the audio before we went live?
It's real hard to do.
Should have and did is two different things.
I hear you.
Also, audio balancing just fucking sucks.
And it is the bane of my existence.
It's the bane of any streamer's existence.
Especially when Windows decides to update and change everything. Oh yeah, also, okay, that's the one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to get the little...
And the worst part is you can never trust anyone else to tell you that audio balance is good, because I've been lied to so many fucking times. And I have seen people lied to so many fucking times.
Well, the problem is, it's like, oh, you listen to a stream and then you're hearing it. It's like, you don't have anything to compare it to. And then they go into a different stream and it's just completely different audio. Oh yeah, I decided to go back to the original name of this episode and be going Commando.
And on the bright side, you eventually do develop a sort of ear for audio balance, but even then, shit can still surprise you.
I'm going to categorize these as dude shooting other dudes, Shmups.
Dude shooting other dudes. Dude, what with gun? I want to eat those. Hungry.
Okay, one. This. Did two places.
I hate this song so fucking much.
That's
what is this song from?
It's from I almost said Twin Galaxies. It's from a really weird, a really weird PlayStation 1 fighting game. Wow.
Yeah, it was from that time when everybody and their grandmother was making a fighting game because it was cheap and easy to do, but they were all...
The weird thing about this one was that it was because you know how some fighting games did the digitized sprites?
Mm-hmm.
This is a game that did both digitized actor sprites and traditional sprites at the same time. It had some really weird mechanics.
Yeah.
There's a really good video, actually, Giant Bomb, ranking of fighters of it. And that game has some things.
It's also really good seeing like the choreography and them practicing the moves. Because for some reason it just shows you that in the after the credits, I think it was.
Yeah, it was after the credits. There it is. I knew there was a thing.
Also, the entire thing felt like an excuse to get these women in one-piece swimsuits.
Pretty much. Alright, I think that's good. Yes. I hate the fact that when Percy announces my stream that it will always be that picture of the Telly Towers, apparently.
Okay, but it's also always 0 viewers and it's great.
Yes. Okay, that's
so I should probably open up your chat.
Yes. Okay.
I am a mod after all, technically.
Alright, so enough of that. It's an episode of Ranking Shmups.
No.
I figured we've taken a look at a couple of games that fit into these categories, but I figured we should take a look at, since I am including that in the category of shmups, basically games that you play as a dude who shoots other dudes. So they're technically not what is considered by standards shmups. I think they have the same amount of characteristics. So,
What if we take this dude and have him shoot another dude?
Yes. And sometimes they're not, like, other dudes. Sometimes they're other things. Oh, yes, up there. Okay. Alright, so why don't we get our first game going, then?
Is it the most important one?
No. Will not be for... 1 second.
I hate this Captain Falcon.
What's wrong with it?
Don't worry about it. Also, you don't have any music going?
I know.
Oh.
Oh, sometimes it does that. That's the game. So this. So this is Berzerk.
Oh, fucking Berzerk. God damn it.
Yeah, why is that? Hold on, I think if I do.
But we're not on a boat.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. How do I can get rid of that thing at the bottom?
Please, they got off the boat.
Oh, yes. Okay, you know what? That's just gonna stay there. Okay. Anyway, yes. So, what was this? 1980, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It is really
1980.
old. Also, could one of you get the Wikipedia article for it? Because there is an interesting thing, and I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this. And I want to get that story out because it's
I'd be
weird.
happy to. You're talking about the heart attack, aren't you?
Yeah, both of them, actually. That's the more weird thing is not the fact that one person had a heart attack playing this game trying to get a high score. It was two people that had heart attacks trying to play this game getting a high score. So yes, basically you are a guy trying to shoot the robots. And basically what you want to do is kill all the robots in the room. And then if you stay too long, that guy shows up. That is Evil Otto.
Okay, apparently the history behind the name Evil Otto is pretty good. Because apparently Evil Otto is named after Dave Otto, the security chief at Ellen McNeil's former employer.
Yeah, So, yeah, the thing is that you can't touch any of the walls or else you'll die. Also, the AI in this game is not good, as you could probably expect from a game this old. If you get the AI to move right, you can get the AI to kill itself.
Yes, you get points no matter how the guys die. If they suicide into each other, if Otto kills them, if they shoot each other, whatever, you get points.
Because yes, there is friendly fire in this game. Oh yeah, so now that, since I've ran away without killing all the robots in a room, I will now be referred to as a chicken.
Yep. Well, notice the bonus. You get 50 points per robot plus a 10-point bonus per robot if you kill all of them.
Okay, so now that they're color, I think there will be... So basically, the color determines how many shots they can have active at one time.
And their speed. And that there's two different mobile models. The colors are different in the two different ones.
This is actually probably the best I've ever played of Berzerk. Usually I would have game over by now. That guy.
I just appreciate your character's horrible spasming to move forward.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, this game is a classic. It's so video gamey.
It's actually based off a dream, though.
I appreciate the various pitches of the same. It's not sample because it wouldn't be a sample.
No, there's a separate voice synthesis chip on the motherboard, and one of the problems is it requires AA batteries to operate. So this game's hard to find because AA batteries would corrode.
Huh. As I say, I've played a Berzerk machine in the wild, and
they were popular. So they're popular for that reason, but they're also rare.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the one that I played on had the voices and everything in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a question of whether the battery's corroded or not. That's it. So it's one of those weird things where you'd think this would be easier to find than it is.
Yeah, apparently because this is one of the first games to use speech synthesis, it was actually stupidly expensive. Because early voice compression was super expensive, and it cost the manufacturer an estimate of $1,000 per word.
I don't know about $1,000 per word.
It was something like I remember that was being one of the things behind like Thayer's Quest had something like that as well. Also, this particular arcade game, one thing that I thought was kind of interesting is the fact that it saves damn near everything. Like even how many coins you had in every time you boot it. Okay, there we go.
Okay, doing some more research here. Wikipedia only lists the one heart attack. Doing some more Googling, there was a second person listed as dying having played the game, but apparently that has been debunked. Apparently he just died in a car crash.
Oh,
He
everything's.
just died.
Oh, I thought both the heart attacks were fatal.
You might be, well, the second person who was reported as dying playing the game of a heart attack, it's actually an error that was in a magazine.
Oh, okay. Because I remember there being two separate instances.
He died in a car accident. But Berzerk was the driver.
It just actually showed something that you can that's actually kind of interesting. So if you see how your sprite's drawn, how your head is actually separate from your body.
Yes.
It is just wide enough, the gap between your head and your body, that a shot can actually go through it without hurting you.
Yes. This has pixel perfect collision matching.
Which is, again, really weird.
Well, not that weird for the time.
Yeah, but just thinking about that now with everything with hitboxes.
Right.
Having hitboxes, like...
Modern video games confuse old school Rafferty. Yep, right there. They even show it in the demo. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why everything dies. If anything is drawn to collide with anything else, both things are always destroyed. You can shoot each other shots out of the air. If you hit a wall, you die. If the two robots touch each other, they die. The only thing exempt is Evil Auto.
Yep. So yeah, that is Berzerk. So that's
and nicely coded to not have slowdown.
Yeah, because that didn't have any slowdown at all.
Right. So
let's see.
It's very video gamey. It's really like the video game.
Yeah, it is one of the most video games, except for maybe something we might be playing later tonight. Well, we'll see. I don't know where to kind of put that, because it's basic, but I mean, it's still kind of enjoyable. But it does have a little bit of oldness to it. Let's see. Do I have anything else that could fit that category?
Yeah, I don't know where to put it because it's very competently made, but it's just...
What about comparing it to Galaga?
I'd probably still play Galaga over that.
Probably.
And Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
You guys would rank Space Invaders higher than Berzerk.
Well, Space Invaders, or not Space Invaders, Berzerk has some weird kind of things with it that are kind of, I'm trying to think of what the phrasing is. I feel like Space Invaders is more like, it's easier to get into the mindset to play Space Invaders well than it is, I think, to get Berzerk well, which is a little bit... Oh, also, that's the PlayStation Space Invaders. Whoops. That's Space Invaders.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I did see you were making a couple rookie mistakes while playing Berzerk.
Yeah, because I've not played that actually in the arcade for quite some time.
Right. Well, because you always want to exit through the right-hand exit, so when Otto shows up, he doesn't cut the screen in half. And you always want to avoid being on diagonals, because the game, you move faster diagonally because it's not interpolating the middle pixels. So diagonal moves like 40% faster than straight line movement. Sorry, orthogonal movement.
Yeah, so...
I'm just nerding out. This is one of my favorite games.
Yeah, and again, it's just... Sometimes these things just get put in the places that they are because we don't really... Like, legacy is not something that we tend to look at.
Not on this show.
Yeah, not here.
I respect you for that.
So that is like... I think they're like... Galaga's a good game, but it's in here because...
Well, which one would you rather play, Galaga or Berzerk?
I would rather play Galaga.
Okay, so we need to rank it below Galaga.
Because, let's see. How about... Because Tempest is weird. I don't know if I'd rather play Tempest over this, though.
I think you should rank it below Tempest.
I can see that. Let's see.
Wow, Forgotten Worlds.
Yeah, that just didn't feel like... I did not like that one compared to like Sidearms and Section Z. It's something about it just felt like you were taking way too many hits really too quickly.
Which would you rather play, Berzerk or Forgotten Worlds?
I would actually rather play Berzerk. So yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'd rather play Gunsmoke. So I'm thinking in between Gunsmoke and Forgotten Worlds.
The line of truth has been established.
Okay. Point one Berzerk. 46. The dude. There, I'm going to be dude. That's by Stern. Big game from 1980. And now, next game. With a name like Going Commando, I mean, there really is, and we're talking about these kind of games, there's really only one game. It's a kind of a game you have to do. It's a game that I suck massively at. So this is going to be really good.
Saying a game you suck massively at is being real fucking vague.
I'm really bad at this game.
Oh, God. Sorry. Last word on the Berzerk line is someone was stabbed to death in the bar where the fatal...
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, that was another thing. So, yeah, this is Commando.
Yes, Commando!
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of experience with this game. I know that when people think of the Commando, they tend to think of the NES port. But since I
we call those people young people.
Yes.
I haven't heard of either of these, so.
So unfortunately, this is not based on the movie Commando. This is just basically it's Capcom 1980. So really early Capcom game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're basically just a soldier dude, and you need to do soldier duty stuff.
Dude with gun who shoot other dude.
Right. Except in this, you have grenades.
Yes.
Also, look at the amazing graphics. Look at that helicopter. Oh my God, it got small and then big again. Ah!
So this game kind of controls different. Well, I don't know if differently is the right word. There's something about this game's movement that feels a little off. Maybe not off's the right word. But you're kind of squirrely. And also one thing to note is if I stand up or go up, you notice how my shots do not come out of the middle of me, they come out of the right of me. That is something that's going to be a thing to note in other games. That we're going to be taking a look at tonight.
Unlike other games like Berzerk or stuff they would make fun of, you don't instantly turn around.
Yeah, so you can kind of do this weird fanning thing. So basically your standard shot, if you hold down the button, you will do like a 3-round burst. But if you just kind of feather it, you'll like shoot pretty quickly. Also, I didn't show it off, but there's grenades. Grenades will always go vertically. So even if you're moving to left or right, they will still go up. So that's actually a thing that can be used. Like that's something that can benefit you.
They have like no range on them though.
Yeah, well, the thing is that they have a very specific range because the explosions for the grenade is not that great.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have really a whole lot of splash damage, and you basically have to get right on top of them.
Just nail an idiot with it.
Well, the good thing is that when they throw grenades, that like the projectile is not that.
The sprites look so fucking goofy.
Yeah, like your character has
shuffling everywhere.
Yeah, your character has a really god.
Yeah,
So
your character has a power shuffle.
These are basically what they get. Basically, God. Yeah, the ability not to turn on a dime is kind of frustrating. God.
Well, I understand it's frustrating for many people to play a game where you have to shoot in the direction that you're moving.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing to note, just keeping that in mind. Okay. So you shoot the green guy, you get an extra points. But yes, these are basically this game's boss fights. Yeah. What was I going to say? So one thing that is kind of annoying about this is that there are... Oh, we'll see right here. There's no continues. So, yeah. It is an arcade-ass arcade game.
It's an old school arcade game.
Let's see if I can at least get past the first little gate.
I'm not sure what the first game is that had continues in it. I know Ikari Warriors is Bosconian has the first one? Wow, that is old. Yeah, Ikari Warriors is infamous for it.
Yeah. Well... Yeah. That... Ikari Warriors' continue system's weird. Because it's one of those where you have to hold down the button and the start button in order to continue. And if you hit the start button just by itself, it just restarts. Also, these bridges kind of suck because you can't see under them. Although I will say I probably would actually be doing better if I was playing the NES port. Also, you kind of have a little bit of a smaller hitbox than you'd think, but that works for the enemies as well. Because it seems like I'm seeing a lot of shots go through, but then again, if you had a bigger hitbox, then that would be kind of a nightmare to deal with sometimes. Also, I don't know if your shots go off at like cardinal, like the standard 8 wave. Okay, so going on to the second area. From what I remember, I believe there are 8 areas total. I swear, half the most dangerous thing in this thing is other, people just touching you. Like, that is the most fatal thing in this. Or lethal, I guess, would be the proper terminology. Actually, the kind of squirreliness, what it kind of actually reminds me of, and it's kind of fitting. Reminds me of the Speed Rumbler, actually, a little bit. Like, how you move in that game. But in that game, you didn't die in one hit. Got... Well... Oh, so you have to use grenades to get the guys in trenches, which... I see why, but still... I do like the tune though. It is very catchy, much like many of Capcom's other stuff of this era. Also, I keep on forgetting I have grenades. Probably because they don't work half the time.
Yeah, they're crap.
Yeah.
They're super underwhelming. Eat shit, nerd.
Also, grenade boxes spawn between, or like they stay there between deaths, so that's nice. Oh, I got the high score exactly.
You should have just died.
Okay. All right.
What a game, what a player.
So yeah, that is Commando.
It's serviceable, I guess.
It It feels a little weird. Oh,
It looked super slippery.
yeah, it is.
Also, power shuffle.
Power shuffle. So
I've never seen a more adorable war.
I mean, you could play cannon fodder. But yeah. Well, compared to another game that actually came out the same year, Gunsmoke, I felt a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Although, I would still put it above Galaga Destination Earth. I don't think I'd put it above Legendary Wings, though. So I think right here, where it's going to go.
And we're doing real well so far.
Well, the thing is that we gotta. There's a pattern that we got to go through. Well, not a pattern, but we got to go through the proper things.
I got to go through old crap.
Yep. Good drink, so hopefully I stop coughing.
Please stop dying.
All right. So next game. Yeah, we're going to kind of speed through some of these, but there is something that might take a little while. Proper thingy up. So, this, once we go through that, this is Ikari Warriors.
Uh-huh.
Funny
There
we
we
mentioned that. So I'm going to go ahead and say, this, is going to be a little weird. Because the control scheme in this game is... So, you remember how we were saying that it's a shame that you couldn't, like, aim behind you.
If only you had some sort of joystick that was like a knob that you could turn.
Yes, so that is this game's gimmick kind of thing. Is that the joystick for this was like this octagonal thing, if I remember correctly, that you could rotate. Where
Yes.
you could aim, like... a whole 360 degrees around you in order to, like, you know, hit things.
Sounds like it was awkward as fuck.
Yeah, it's also kind of hard to show off in a thing that you don't have that exact kind of control scheme. So basically what I'm doing, I'm using a normal controller, using the bumpers to rotate, which seems to have actually worked just fine. So let's actually
I
start.
would have thought it would go twin stick on you.
No. It's still, because it still has to actually do the rotation thing.
Right.
Because it's MAME. Okay.
In practice, we would just shoot straight up and every now and then shoot up left or up right.
So yeah, I can rotate, and it's actually kind of similar to Commando, except this game is a bit more slower paced. Which actually is not a bad thing in this case.
I forgot about the dancing.
Yeah, you have a pretty good walk in this game as well.
No, I mean, like when you kill the bad guys, the way they go, and ballet to death.
Oh, yes.
Gotta ham it up.
Yeah, grenades are a bit better in this one. Also, the music's also really good. So, yeah, other just things about this. So, this is a 1986 SNK game. So, prior to, like, Neo-Geo and all that. So yeah, so the thing I like about this game is the fact that, so the name of the game is Ikari Warriors. So in Japan it was just called Ikari, which if I remember correctly is just anger in Japanese. Yeah. So this game is called Angry. Which I think is a great name for a game. And it kind of describes exactly what this game is.
I wonder if it's inspired by any movies.
Yeah, go figure. Because yeah, wasn't that? So what was it? Was it First Blood Part 2 that was called Ikari something? Or was it? It wasn't First Blood, I don't think.
No, this is a lot more inspired by Rambo, which is his signature headband look.
Yeah.
But I think
well,
you
I
did
was
have
thinking because I know that one of the movies in Japan was called like it had a one of the subtitles was like Ikari something.
Yeah.
Or if it wasn't just straight up Ikari. Also, just to answer Caduceus, just to answer your question, I do not think Omega Boost is on that list. But yeah, one other thing of note about this lore-wise, actually, are our two protagonists. Also, by the way, thinking of former or later SNK games, we get Tank. Tank, which can also rotate. But yeah, the thing with lore-wise, so the characters that so this is a 2-player simultaneous game. The characters that we are playing are, I believe, Colonel Ralph and Second Lieutenant Clark. Which, if you have played King of the Fighters, you might recognize those characters.
Yes. And to verify, yes, when Rambo was released in Japan, it was called Rambo Ikari no Dashutsu, which is the furious escape of Rambo.
Okay. So yeah, the thing with tanks is that they do, as you can probably see, they do have limited gas.
If they run out of gas, do you die, or does it just kick you
I
out?
believe they will blow up. Okay. Oh. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so yeah, as we alluded to earlier, this game does have continues. But make sure that you hold down the fire button when you hit the continue button. You'll start right off. Also, speaking of continuing, this game, the NES port of this had one of the more famous continue codes, which was just ABBA. Because before like the actual game over like screen appears, it like kind of sits there for a while, and if you hit ABBA during that period, you will continue. So occasionally you'll come across some of these areas, so kind of like the gate things in Commando, but these are a lot less kind of hairy. So yeah, grenades are pretty much. Oh, I must have gotten power up. So I must have gotten the B power up, which basically makes our grenade have a little bit more shrapnel. The thing with shrapnel, actually. So you see how sometimes buildings, when they blow up, they have a little bit of shrapnel coming out of them. That will kill you if you touch it. So you don't want to be next to exploding things, which is just a general good rule of thumb. Also, tanks really help because occasionally there will be enemies' tanks. Whoops. Yep. Okay. So if a tank gets hit with something like that will kill it out, it will, unless it's like a big tank shell that hits it, it won't explode outright. It will actually like catch on fire and you have a chance to escape. God, enemy tanks are, as you could probably expect, pretty nasty. I believe the S power-up just makes it so our shots shoot faster. And actually, speaking of shots, if you take a look at the bottom or top left, you will actually see that I have a limited ammunition of both. Grenades and shots. That can occasionally become a concern, mostly for grenades, but for your shots, you usually get power-ups frequently enough that it doesn't become that huge of a deal.
What happens if you run out of ammo?
I've never actually seen it. I've gotten close, but I've never actually done it. This part kind of sucks. Oh, actually speaking, Caduceus, yeah, so that is, so actually I can kind of show that off. Wait for that thing to explode. So, okay, let's do this. Actually, let me clear this out first. Okay, well, so yeah, your Mercy invincibility is kind of weird because whenever you start, you kind of move forward, and when you're blinking, you have invincibility. Come on. Hopefully, if I get in here. So one neat thing, one neat thing is that the game just kind of takes place in one constant or like large level, but friendly fire, that is a dip switch you can turn on.
So the two players can hurt each other.
Yes.
Yeah, this game is, like I said, a little infamous for being one of the first serious quarter munchers.
Yeah.
Because you can see, like, you just had that one level where they just, like,
Okay, that answers that question.
Time.
Okay, so they'll just act like they got hit with something huge. Hit that him. But yeah, there's just something like the slower pace of this compared to something like Commando, and like a lot more focus on like positioning. And just the fact that even though the control can kind of get a little wonky just because of how, or like if you were playing it like on an actual arcade machine, I bet you it played just fine. But trying to, play it some other place can get a little weird. But even then, if you find a way that kind of works for you, because I'm sure there's multiple ways you can do this, it would be just fine. Oop. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, no, this game actually looked pretty alright, especially compared to Commando, which was super janky.
Right. I mean, I think it's, well, you guys are looking at this from a modern perspective. It's like from a video game perspective, that this one really, I mean, how many quarters did you go through?
Fire Warriors. Oops, wrong button. Fire Warriors. I think that game is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty alright.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know if I have something to compare it to.
You don't.
How about Gunsmoke for the NES? I would rather play Ikari Warriors over that.
Yeah. And then you... But I'd rather play Ikari Warriors over the Speed Rumbler, putting it into a pretty big category. I think.
I don't know. I mean, I would say Speed Rumbler was a better game.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah, actually, probably.
I might be in a minority opinion of this, but I think a lot of Ikari Warriors is just unfair.
Oh, it definitely has a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a dick.
But let's see.
Like, it's an arcade game after all.
Yeah, but even as arcade games go, it's pretty way up there.
I'm trying to think. What? Let's see. How about... Guwange, whatever. I don't know if I'd rather play this over Guwange, though. Probably put below. I do think I'd probably play this over Space Fantasy Zone, though. Let's see. So somewhere between these three. I would probably rather play this over 1941, but probably play a Gallagher arrangement. I think an 86.1.
Sounds good.
Warriors. 6. Dude. Okay. Okay. For the arcade. 1986. Alright, so. Next game. Okay. So this is going to be a... Well, actually, no, it's not going to be a little bit of departure. So. This game's on for use in USA only. Which is good, because we are in the USA.
Yeah. Makes your life more convenient.
So, this is Outzone. 1990 by Telplan. Because we haven't actually played a lot of Telplan games, even though how shmuppy they are.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's definitely not a more well-known game, but it definitely is in the kind of in the more mold of Commando versus Ikari Warriors. But we're going to go ahead and start.
Yeah, the
Remember
1990s are... Oh, go ahead.
Just remember, when it comes to drawing art, more folds is more realistic.
Yeah,
So,
well,
also, I
definitely
just wanna,
90s on display.
I would just want to point out something. Actually, that when we took a look at the revision 2017 version of Fever SOS, there was that FM Arrange sound, like that soundtrack that I was wondering, because I'm like, this has it had a really weird sound to it. Like, I didn't know what like sound they were trying to emulate. Well, they're going after Telplan stuff. Because this is what like Zero Wings sounded like as well in the arcade.
It looks like they're floating.
The character or my person? Oh, God damn it.
The characters when you're walking.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the shadow.
I like all the little skeletons and the nondescript broken crap.
So yeah, this very much plays kind of similar to the Commando, except you do have a bomb, but it's a kind of a shmup bomb. And also this game has two kind of weapons. This three-way shot that when you always aim forward. And this, your standard shot, which you can kind of, it makes it play a little bit like Commando. If you take a look at the bottom or top left, I have an energy meter. That is actually more of a timer than anything else.
It's weird, because the chipset this game uses is just a standard ad-lib Sound Blaster 1.
Yeah, but yeah, I think all of Telplan. Oh, also there's the bomb, which I apologize if that's a bit flashy, but it's a pretty good bomb.
It's a powerful bomb.
I do kind of like how when your character dies, it just blows up in like a nuclear explosion.
You see, his heart is outfitted with a bomb.
No one can take his body, and no one can take him and interrogate him if he's already dead.
Exactly.
I really like the death shoulder pads. And I like how when the vehicles don't just like sit there statically, they do a little bounce to show you that they're like, you know, doing stuff.
Okay.
I do like that effect whenever something blows up. The mark it leaves on the ground is a pretty neat little touch.
God, I hate that bomb.
Oh wait. I've never had. Huh? Okay.
You're good buddies. A bunch of biplanes.
1941 has come to save you.
Also, by the way, so you see how it kind of looks like there is no ground there?
Mm-hmm.
That's because there's no ground there. If you fall off it, you will die. So you do need to kind of thread these a little bit carefully. Ah, God.
It's really good at my eye holes.
Thankfully, not Titan Warrior's bad, but still. Probably could have cut that down a little bit. Although, granted, we were still in the era of Blinky, who cared about epilepsy at this point, I guess.
Yeah, fuck accessibility.
Oh. Okay, I guess the shield had a invincibility frame of nil.
Who could have seen this coming?
Okay, let's go over here then. Hold on, I gotta see what that
At least the
does.
speed up is gone, because that seemed like it had the radius problem.
It was good for it was good for every other area except for this. Although I do want to see, what did it say? Go ahead. Okay. I thought it said like charge ahead or something.
Nope, just go ahead, man.
No, just go ahead, yeah. Just, kind of get a move on.
Oh god, is this the... Okay, this was the boss that was an absolute nightmare to deal with. So
Well, that was space.
Yeah, that little attack is damn near impossible to dodge. Okay, good.
You did it. You got the top score.
Blew his face clean off.
The destruction in this game is really satisfying.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
I do love the player death.
Just so many explosions. It's great.
And your explosions, the big it's up, then oh god damn it.
Don't fucking die, Lola. You've got this.
Excuse me, as I fidget my way to victory. Oh. Ah, god! Where did they? Oh, it just comes to the walls. That's great. Push ahead, push ahead. Okay, nope.
Ah, slow down, I almost saved you.
That's some garbage.
Reserve your name.
And we got 23% of the game. Let's do one more continue.
How dare you?
I think Laser Hallway is going to cut these lives pretty short.
Oh yeah, no,
or
you're
just me
pretty
running
fun.
anything. Yeah. God, the start of this song just reminds me of the theme of the South Bank show. So that thing that's always in like the pop stage on Ashton's channel.
One day we will be free of laser hell.
Are they destructible?
Today is not that day.
I don't know where they come from. That's the problem.
They're coming from the walls.
They're coming
turrets
from the
on
walls. We can see
blend in.
turrets on the walls.
See, they have little
Those are. Oh, I thought that was just a wall graphic. Okay, I see. Now that I see where they're coming from, okay, that's a little bit easier to handle.
That didn't look like you could shoot them,
No.
which is kind of garbage.
No, but they do glow before they shoot.
Yeah. Also, they're at
They're also very obvious.
They're also and they're also at a set interval. So, or. Oh, I thought that was gonna be boss room. Super burner.
That's a nice touch. You can see the guys in the walls before they come out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
it's like an elevator.
It's like a pile of shit.
There. Okay, so that's out so. Nikki. Let's see. How would we compare that to? How about this? How about we can? Let's see. Would I rather play that than Ikari Warriors? Yeah, I'd say probably yeah.
I'd rather play this.
I would, yeah.
Let's see. So Ikari Warriors is around here. So let's see. Would I rather play this than Giga Wing? Probably not. But I'd probably play this over, say, Sengoku Blade. And then,
Yeah.
but I'd rather play this over R-Type Delta. I don't know about that. Let's see. How about between R-Type Delta and Sengoku Blade?
Sure.
Where's 6?
This 90s ass game.
Okay. So, that done. Go a little bit more in time.
Yeah.
Hopefully it kept my settings. It didn't! Fantastic. Excuse me as I go set some of this stuff. And as you can probably hear, that this is in fact a Neo-Geo game. Do that.
That's amazing. RichArk just put out a new update.
Oh, for
1.7.2.
okay, that's not what I wanted you to do. There we go. I'm gonna say arcade. Set the soft. I don't know why. It was saving it before. I don't know why it was doing it, not doing it now.
Maybe it's a pile of shit.
But we definitely want the violence option on.
Of course. Why would you ever not violence?
Okay, so now there we go. Should be good now.
I desire violence.
Well, this
Reach
game definitely has it.
Violence.
Yes. Life like violence. ESG. So this is Shock Troopers.
Yep.
Okay, so 1997, developed by the same people who did Prehistoric Island. So this is very much a kind of, if we were to, and it's by different people, but if we were to compare it to another game, this is basically, although it's not Ikari Warriors because it's not, you know, it's a Neo-Geo game. So I should just go ahead and start. This will explain it for me. So this is just like use standard Neo-Geo layout. We do have a melee attack if enemies get close. It does also have the thing where if you hold down, you will move that, and you can use other buttons while shooting. Mainly the B button, which is your dodge roll. So it kind of acts like the dodge roll in Contra Hardcore, where you do have a lot of invincibility frames. Okay, so we have two options. Lonely Wolf and Team Battle. Since I want to show off some of these characters, let's do Team Battle. So we have Jackal, Milky, Loki, Southern Cross, Big Mama, Maru. So I'm just going to pick my standard loadout of Milky, Maru, and Big Mama. Also, we can pick our route. Let's go to Jungle Route. I'm not.
Maru and Mama, huh?
I am not quite certain how those star metal things kind of get generated. So since I'm playing Team Battle, as you saw in the thing, I can switch between characters at will. They all do share a life bar though. So the thing with Big Mama is that she has a really good gun, except she is kind of slow. And yeah, if you punch people, usually you get that 300, that point gem. Yep, don't touch a pint. Okay, so, and then Maru, a little bit faster, but has the same kind of gun. Also, each character has their own special. So like if we go back to Big Mama, she has a rocket launcher. That's 6 shots.
Hell yeah.
Also, fun thing to do is if you shoot an enemy, like here, I'll see if I can get some character isolated. Or if he'll do it. Because it seems to be random when it happens. I'll have to kind of show it off when I get to it. Also, you have different power-ups, so kind of like Metal Slug, in a way. Actually, very much kind of like Metal Slug. Well, I can definitely do it with this gun. So if I find an enemy... Oh, I think this is going to be a boss. Okay, so...
Yeah, you compare it to Metal Slug, but the sprite works nowhere near good enough, Lola.
I'll just involve mechanics more.
Don't get me wrong, the sprite work in this is good, but... Metal Slug is some next level bullshit.
Yes. Yeah, if you shoot an enemy long enough, you can kind of, just for giggles, just kind of shoot them until they explode.
I'm glad you enabled the violence, because boy howdy is there violence.
Yeah. Also, oh, there's rocket launcher. Let's show off Maru. It has the same movement speed. Also, I really don't know what the difference between the Vulcan and the heavy machine gun is. Like, they seem to fire similarly. So I'm terrible at timing the roll.
Oh, the Vulcan fires more bullets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah, I don't know. So, okay, I guess the Vulcan is just straight up a better heavy. Oh, okay, so the thing with the bananas is you need to get them, like, almost immediately, or else that monkey will go and steal it. No matter where you are.
And why do you need them?
Because they give you health.
Ah.
Also, Maru's kind of... His special is gas bombs. Which are basically just a grenade.
I can't believe that Maru's a war criminal.
Also, here is Milky. As you can tell, she is much faster. However, she doesn't have as good of a gun.
Bomb up.
Her thing is a flame bomb.
You know, are you sure your guys are the good guys?
I don't know. Oh, me. Probably should map the buttons a little bit differently, so I have a little bit quicker access to the roll. Because you do have a fairly generous amount of mercy invincibility with the roll.
Think you mean iframes?
Yes.
God, get your shit right, Lola.
So yeah, I think the Bloody Scorpion is like this mercenary group that kidnapped this person so that her scientist father can help them out.
Ah, the usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where I'm more.
The Alpha 301.
Wasn't expecting that explosion to last as long.
Wait, you can roll on the bike?
You duck.
Okay.
But which has the same effect. Except without the mobility. But you can duck under. Oh.
He's like alright, not particularly amazing, but it's
Yeah.
alright.
It's not bad, it's just like not.
It's serviceable.
The graphics animations are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a Neo-Geo, of course the sprite works really
It's
nice.
also a late Neo-Geo too. This is 97. Not as late as the Neo-Geo went, but
yeah, no, the sprite work is very good.
Why bother parking when you just crash into a rock and jump off?
I mean, It's a Neo-Geo game.
Ooh, destructible terrain.
It's one of those been known for their subtlety.
Yeah, there is no subtle game on the Neo Geo.
Not even the golf.
No, that is the most unsubtle of the games. Unsubtle about how much of an asshole it is.
Such a fucking prick. You want to play from the water? Well, joke's on you. Can't actually hit it over.
Can you hit a 1-frame timing window? I got the...
No, remember, I got a perfect hit on that fucking ball. But it still didn't go over.
Oh yeah, because I think there's also a little bit of luck involved.
Not even luck, it's just you can play from the water, but that doesn't mean you can actually play from the water. It doesn't mean you can successfully do it just because you can. Fuck that game. Fuck that.
No,
pile of
except
shit.
yes.
Aha! More of the same tank. Ah, yes, the fart in a jar.
Why did they make their tanks out of chocolate?
So they can be all the more delicious. Just kill them with candy. Yeah, A-okay. You're gonna die at the start of the next mission.
Oh yeah,
Like, you are turbo boned.
I do like this intermission music though.
Lock her up somewhere, anywhere really.
In the broom closet.
Leader's a big picture guy.
Oh, I got life up for...
They don't have anywhere good to put her, so they just lock her in one of the bathroom stalls.
Oh!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I forgot about that. Yeah, because I didn't have that happen when I had my test run.
That was as bad as the turkey I saw today.
Wow, their cunning plan that they were hiding mortars inside food stands.
They clearly, don't know how mortars work then.
Oh!
Oh, that poor kitty cat.
So we're saving it. Even though Lolo tried to kill it. Okay, but that's pretty fucking good.
God bless you, SNK. Let's model this entire bar.
Well,
just
remember, this
blow
is
it up.
made by the same people who made Prehistoric Isle 2.
Yeah, but that was like sprite porn there. It's just, let's model this and then blow it up.
Oh, okay.
God, you lucky sack of shit.
I'm gonna punch this boss to death. Oh, that works.
Why am I laughing?
I hate this particular track because it starts like it sounds like... Oop. Is it worth it?
It was worth it.
What were you gonna say, Lolo?
The track reminds me of like the start. Sounds like the Mother 3 dance. This is the weirdest flamethrower.
I don't know, the start of the song reminds me a bit of the Coliseum entry theme from Killer 7. Just, you know, those fucking stairs. God, you are getting dicked over hard. He's a fucker.
Yeah, it is kind of. Oh look, it's this. I never noticed how much they repeat this tank boss.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because there's other bosses in this game other than this tank. I didn't just realize in the jungle route that they just repeat it. Because the stages are different between the routes, as you could probably expect. Like with different bosses and all that. I think we actually have to kill this guy this time. Yep. Also, I wonder if the... Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, Okay, so... Let's do team battle again. So let's pick... This person... This person... And this person.
Oh, did we do Pixie Cut?
Maybe? Oh, yeah. So this guy has a boomerang that explodes.
Sure.
This guy has... This, unfortunately, somewhat Native American... Not stereotype, but, like... Could be an actual guy. Has an explosive bow, like Rambo. Also, we can, at this point, we can actually select... Well, let's just continue the jungle, because it gives us life bonuses. What? Oh, I see what they're
I
doing.
hate this.
I
hate...
I couldn't tell if they were doing like a of course him being Native American will make him speak in that way, or if it was just a standard Neo-Geo translation.
I'm pretty sure there's a gimmick going on.
Yeah.
Call it a hunch. Like, I get that the Neo-Geo translations are slapdash as all hell,
Yeah.
but even that's a bit much for them.
Just to have a little bit of hope. This other person. Okay, what is... Who's slowed than standard gun? What's their... Oh, they just have like a explosive rifle round or something. Oh jeez. That flamethrower is a bit... Or if you just keep it on them, that they... Occasion will just really burst into flames.
Super gruesome. I appreciate destroying all these historical sites. That's the flamethrower seems fucking ridiculous.
Okay, what is this? I got one shot off.
What?
It's the hyper.
I know what it said. I just don't know what it mean.
It looked like to be like a really strong... Let's see, we didn't select him.
No, it's fitting that it's what killed you. I'm gonna say, isn't it like a cast of 8?
Yeah, it's Castivate.
Yeah, then you...
Yeah, I would have had to pick someone I've already shown. Also, the fact that I just get that one icon, I'm never quite sure. Let's check this guy. Let's see. Oh, I'm like, wait, her standard gun's a flame. Oh, I still had the flamethrower.
I'm just really appreciating this 90s ass drum and bass track.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, and also, as you can probably expect, with this being a Neo-Geo game, it is now available on pretty much anything.
Yeah, it's been available for a while, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, because I bought it for a Switch on launch.
Yeah, I remember Festivore getting super excited about too.
Yeah. He was actually the one who showed me this game, because I never heard about it until he told me about it. And... That...
Man, you suck at this.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that.
I agree, mister.
I can't quite remember how many stages this has. Ah. Okay, you know what?
Ah.
Yeah, I understand why they kind of make some of these characters move slow, but this just seems a bit much. Oh. That's not the direction I was expecting.
Oh, is this like a vertical? Jesus Christ.
That climbing animation's really good. Oh no.
It's pretty alright. God, what a weird design for a level. They're just on their smoke break.
Oh.
Should they be smoking near the missile fuel?
Yes. Answer's yes.
Okay.
That's kind of dickish. Hey, look, who's gonna tell him to stop smoking there? You?
Well, them bursting the flames will definitely stop it.
No, I'm just reminded of fucking Zoolander. At the gas station, they're playing at the gas pump.
Okay,
No!
we're... Big Mama. That's her.
Mostly your normal crew. Mostly. Oh man, it's something new.
It's that thing from Contra.
It's a forklift, but with spikes on it. And a Gatling gun. It's getting flashbacks to German work safety videos about driving a forklift.
Oh, God. I hate those things so much.
What?
Certain safety videos just... Especially the... more gruesome...
Oh, okay. Don't like Klaus the forklift driver?
I've never actually watched it, but considering how much I really dislike some of the other things I've seen of that ilk, probably not.
It's very darkly comedic and I love it. But also, yes, at one point a man is bisected with a metal sheet.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, it's darkly comedic, except for the fact that I don't care about that. That's still really... As someone who's been around, worked in a kind of warehouse situation, that just... Ugh.
No, it's fine. They're still alive.
I don't care. that actually makes it worse a little bit. If I'm bisected, I just want to die. That's a hello, Tyrion. No, this is not Metal Slug. This is Shock Troopers.
I will have to destroy anyone who says this is Metal Slug.
Oh, is
I
this
have
Lord
mod
Tyrion?
powers.
Don't time him out for confusing. Just challenge him to a duel.
You could just have your avatar attack Torpid. A much more economical solution. But is the sword magic, Torpid?
Fuck if I know.
Ah. Oh no, I want the bananas! It's not letting me get the bananas! The bananas are gonna get stolen! Okay, that works too. I'm debating
Or you
about...
could just die!
I'm debating about whether or not I actually want to complete this since we're so close,
No.
but we have something else we need to take a look at.
It's up to you, dude.
I think I'm gonna stop it right there. If you want to play it, see what happens at the end yourself, you can go find it on a lot of platforms. Or main. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's Shock Troopers. It's pretty neat. Although it can definitely be a dick at sometimes.
More than sometimes, but yeah, no, it's a pretty fucking cool game.
Because let's see, we put out. Okay, so is it better than Outzone?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 74. Let's see, what would we put that above? I would. Let's see, I would probably put that above the Speed Rumbler then. But how about compared to Death Smiles? I'd probably put that below Death Smiles.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd also probably put it below Dodonpachi, but I'd actually probably play that over Sexy Proteus. Okay. One. Good. Saurus. SNK. Neo-Geo. 97. Okay, so we just have one last game to take a look at.
I want that pizza.
I don't know what the pizza was.
I don't care what it is, I want it.
But yes. It's a Turbo CD game.
Oh, good. This can only mean good things.
I hope you like good voice acting.
We, the special
You
mission,
know I love
were
it.
sent here to rescue hostages upon a request from the Lloyd government. There was, however, no sight of a camp at the designated location. We had been tricked by the Lloyd regime. What met our eyes instead was...
By the way, anytime the scene phases, that's a separate loading time. So this is loading time.
Amazing.
How could Lloyd's government betray us?
That's a loading time.
Colonel Kadar of the Republic of Libid, Mr. Lee of the Hong Kong Mafia, Chairman Steve of the Dual Foundation, Dr. Garcia, a brilliant physicist. With these four as its core figures, Force Project, an international armed band, began its evil activities. Its aim was to rule the world by organizing massacres, blackmailing, terrorism, and smuggling of weapons.
That's a good logo.
Smuggling
Basic
the weapons?
logo.
Yes, Mr. President. We're
Yeah.
certain that Lloyd betrayed us. It seems that the Force Project is behind them.
Look at this
Their
shifty
ability
man.
should not be underestimated. Yes, I have someone in mind.
Oh, hold on.
Let me handle this.
Is it over?
He's entrusted me with the task.
So you'll ask him then?
The only person who could possibly fight the Force Project is this man. Guy Kazama is the only one.
Here we go. So yes, this is Last Alert.
Yup. God fucking damn it.
So, yeah, this is. Well, I actually just get into the game.
This is
So,
is what it is.
so fun thing, the continue seems to be a if you die continue. It is not like a password thing or a save, as far as I know. But if you hit continue rather than hitting new game, you will start with one of each weapon. Oh, actually, it's well, okay. I take that back. It was a save system. That's not the that is not that is not what I thought. Okay, whoops. Let me just kind
This
of
is embarrassing.
because we got to start from the beginning. Although I will be skipping around
Magical game.
after we see a level or two. There are some things we need to see
I thought I'd find you here.
I thought we'd always...
that give you a hint. It has nothing to do with the
Even
gameplay.
when we die.
We've received a report that Lloyd and the Force Project jointly developed a stealth aircraft.
I appreciate how
expecting me to
lip
steal
syncing is just a suggestion.
That's what I want.
This game in particular is exactly why I like the way that the East fan dub is, because it reminds me of this.
Lloyd and the Force Project 1, and I always make it a rule to get square with these guys.
He has a hand on his face.
So I was actually kind of interested in. I didn't actually do it, but so this actually came out in Japan as Red Alert. And I was actually kind of curious about seeing how the Japanese translation.
God, his musculature is horrifying.
Yeah.
This man isn't human.
Okay, so when you before you go into a level, you always have a map. Sometimes you will have a choice of multiple levels, but mostly it is just you have a normal, like you just basically can only do one level. The color of the icon, though, does make a difference. If it is blue, it's just a normal level. If it is yellow, that means you have to do some sort of objective, which is basically just collectathon. And there's also a red one, which is unless you use your starting weapon, you'll cause more enemies to spawn.
Wow, that's stupid.
So this actually kind of controls. It actually controls more like shock troopers, except you only really have a gun, and you do have special weapons though, but we don't have any at the moment.
The sprite work is terrible.
Well, we went from a Neo-Geo arcade to this.
Yeah, this does not live up to the hype.
Some other things to explain. One, we don't have lives. We do have a health bar though. And as you can see, we have an EXP meter. So as we fill up the EXP, we will get more levels, which will give us more. Every level gets you an extra pip on your bar. I believe every 5 levels, you will actually have access to a new weapon.
Which you can't use on the red levels.
You can use them. It's just that it'll cause more enemies to spawn, which is actually kind of a good thing because that will mean more experience.
Interesting.
Okay, but this fucking music's great.
Oh, this has some generic ass turbo music. It's really good.
Like, sprite work be damned, this music sucks.
Also the class names change with each time, and there's some good level names.
They're really fucking good.
But yeah, the reason that probably most people know of this game is that there was a pretty famous Retsuprey done of this game. Well, I'd say pretty famous. I'd say it's one of their more well-known of the Ronguprey, I guess.
Yep, wrong prey.
So one thing about this game that will become apparent a little bit later, it's actually kind of easy. Because you get health pretty
Like,
Guy
Also,
Kazama, if you don't want the hostage killed, you should keep quiet.
Guy, the stealth bomber is in the back of this factory.
Okay, Spartan, hang in there just a while longer.
Okay, so this boss fight.
Oh my god!
We ain't seen nothing yet.
it's true. We have not seen anything yet. So why is this man shooting at he dick?
I don't know.
It was not ready.
Also, the sound effects are really good. Okay, so now that we've done one level, this game's also one thing about it is that it's actually kind of long. So now that we've seen what one level looks like, also because I don't want to do this level, I've prepared some things.
Some states.
Yeah, let me see which one I want. Not that one. So this will be at the very end of the. So there's kind of. Let's see. Yep, it's this one. Okay, so just to kind of explain, this and this. So just to kind of explain, there's kind of like not so much like think of like areas like there's multiple levels inside of an area. So basically, what happens is we find there's a stealth bomber, we blow it up. That's all fine and dandy. After that, basically it's actually the cutscene that we saw when I hit continue. Basically, the president's plane goes down and he gets kidnapped. We are about to go rescue him. So this is the last stage. Actually, about to fight the last boss of the second kind of world, I guess you could speak or say. So just to kind of things to other explain, I've leveled up quite a bit, so I've unlocked 2 weapons. An Uzi, which basically is like our normal gun, but fires more bullets. And the Armalite M16A1, which is basically a 3-way shot. So there is actually so like that. As you can see, I'm now Colonel.
There's no video.
Yeah, there's no video, dude.
Oh, there's definitely no video, considering I closed out of RetroArch on accident. Whoops. Well, let's just go back.
God damn it, Lolo.
Don't mind me. Okay. Here. Okay. So. See? I'm not Newsy.
Yep.
That's that. M16, which does that. There are some cases where you actually do want to switch between the two, mainly because the Uzi is better at kind of narrow, because this does have the thing where you're limited by the amount of bullets that's on screen, but not like it's you get closer and it has a faster firing rate. But anyway.
Also, as if the game didn't give you enough health already, you get even more health on the
yes. Yeah, so that's how you can see, since I'm now level 9, I have all that bit. But anyway, let's be quiet for just a sec, because we got a really good line.
The president is an important guest for us too, you know. I can't let him go.
That makes me want to get him back even more.
You can't tell me what to fucking do. You're not my dad. I wouldn't listen to him anyway.
But as you can see, now even when you have even different weapons, also this is one of the sub-weapons, which is an option. The thing is, if you, basically the option kind of screws with the hit detection, where basically if it gets anywhere remote to a thing that's coming towards you, it will block it.
This is very sudden, Leonard.
Well, take a look at this.
This is...
Colonel Kadat of Libid. You know him?
Well, he's
also, one of the funny things about the Red Spray thing of this was that I think when it went up was right around the time that Gaddafi died.
He's been captured.
So this part was incredibly, timely.
Colonel Kadat is in hiding. I hear that the only ones who know of his whereabouts are his guards, Red, Blue, and Black.
So I'll have the pleasure of becoming friends with them.
Yeah, red, blue, and black. Oh, Wally's Fortress.
Okay, so this is actually the first of the red missions. So let's see if I can actually... Let's try using... also, we're now Major General.
That's how that works. You kill 800 people that make you a general.
Yeah, you were what before, Colonel?
Yeah. You should...
you're Colonel.
I know on GameFAQs they have the full list.
I could get that for you if you want.
Yeah, they're pretty... You should... Yes. Okay, so now that you see how many enemies there are, but now that I've had this gun, there are now a lot more. Which is kind of exactly what you want, because that gives you more XP. Also, there are hostages here. They do not... They basically are just points.
They're pretty casual about it.
Mm-hmm.
But does the manual mention more guys spawn?
I probably...
That's so transparent.
Yeah, Torpid, if you find the list, you should say what the ones between...
Yep.
yeah, you should say the ones between 2 and 10.
I I should just read through all of it because it's magical. I'll read up to Major General.
Yeah, read up to Major General because some of these you kind of need to experience.
So you know how you start off as Ranger, right? And then you get Sharpshooter. Then it's Sniper, Corporal, Special Forces, Captain, Major, Tank Buster, Colonel, Major General.
Amazing.
Yeah, they kind of just become nonsense after a while.
The next one's pretty good if we hit the next level.
So, you are the very model of a modern Major General.
Pretty much.
Shut the fuck up.
I would go for the whole song if I actually knew it well enough.
I would kick your ass if you did.
I used to know a little bit of it.
I mean, I know it, it's just I can't do it.
I was gonna say, yeah, knowing the lyrics of that song is one thing. Being able to actually sing it properly is another. I mean, I've seen videos of people trying to do it slow, and that's not how you do that.
You know, I'm a huge sucker for like this era of video, like this console, I guess is a better way of putting it, like video game music.
Well, this is Redbook audio, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it is Redbook audio. But like the general stylings of a lot of Turbo CD games. Just something about it I have a real weak spot for.
Okay, we have 3 minutes left.
And I'm not just saying that because of my love of Ys. Like, I still love, what was it, Gate of Thunder, which is just one dude going ham on a guitar.
I was gonna say both the Thunder games and Sapphire.
True. Like, let's be honest though, the other Thunder game was just one dude's concept album.
Oh yeah.
Like, straight up.
Also, we're a Metal Soldier now. Which, if I remember correctly, yeah, so we get a new weapon now.
Yes,
the M203 grenade launcher, which is the M16, but now it shoots a rocket.
Unfortunately, you don't get another good level up name for the next 3 levels. Which is a shame, because it's pretty good.
Well, the missile just ignores barriers.
Yep.
You just shot that fucking prisoner!
How do you want it done? Rare or medium?
Sorry.
Oh god, I've heard that.
Oh! Whoop. Also, let's restart that a little bit.
Literally the first thing you did when you went in there was you shot him.
The problem is that that's the way that hostage works. If you shoot them, they take damage, and it saved all of it.
Sorry, I don't like roast pork.
Alright.
It's a shame he's missing out.
Okay, also the hitbox for the hostage is also huge. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, generous for all the wrong reasons.
What kind of line is that? Rare or medium?
Okay, I think it is this one that has the really good line. Nope, it's not that. No, it's this one.
It can't be better than that.
Okay.
In a game full of amazing lines, which is the best?
I think I've heard this on Audio Atrocities before.
This game is, yeah, this is like, if you're thinking, or if you hear, or if there's any video that has like, what is the worst voice acting in video games, this game is definitely on that list.
Which is a shame, because the voice acting is amazing.
I mean, it is.
Did they just get Johnny Turbo from down the hall or something?
We won't see the credits for this, because I'm not finishing this game tonight. But basically, all the voice actors are listed by their first name. So it is most likely they're just employees at the translation company.
So I was gonna say, would you want your full name on this? fucking thought so.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's appreciate how much Lolo is face tanking this shit.
Oh yeah. Also, shh.
This river's gonna turn red with your blood.
How interesting. But it's going to be your blood, not mine.
The guy Kazama voice actor is so good.
Who says video games can't be art?
Exactly. Just hearing this game, Roger Ebert is turning in his grave.
I have to wonder if that was the original line.
Oh, I'd imagine it is. No, absolutely. Well, yeah, no. Because I'm just wondering, is the character's name like actually? Is it actually Guy Kazama? Like, did they actually get that, or is it just like a Samurai Pizza Cats thing where they just got like the voice set, like the lines?
I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't get the script.
Yeah, that.
Chairman Steve.
Yep.
He seems to wield an electric shockwave. Now I know how to attack him. Like that was gonna change your plan of just shoot him. God,
What if the secret to success is actually just a gun?
What is this music?
Amazing.
Probably royalty free. If the sound effect for the thing just sounds like it came straight out of one of those laser gun toys. I love the juxtaposition of the CD and the Turbo CD sound chip. Or the Turbo 60, or yeah, the TurboGrafx sound chip, rather. Also, we're general now. So, here's the thing. This game is basically this is about as good of a movie or a game that we will ever get that is based on the movie Commando.
The acting and the dialogue in this movie is better.
Speaking of dialogue.
Clear the way! Guy Kazama, you better watch what you say to me. I'm really quick on the trigger.
Yep.
What?
From the Tato on Red's back. Not tattoo, Tato.
Well, it looks like an underground fortress, as in it's a bunch of dirt. Oh, this music.
Also, I really like Guy's Shuffle. Also, we need to destroy the chickens that contain grenades. Okay, okay. Oop, health. Okay, I'm hearing MIDI in there. It is nice how quickly you can turn, though.
The boss fights seem really short.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Hey, guy! Let my baby Betty throw you a kiss!
You're some weirdo naming your helicopter.
It's pretty good.
We haven't even hit Cinema.
So,
Yep.
fun fact, the Japanese version was actually professionally voice acted from some well-known names.
Please tell me Wakamoto was there somewhere.
I don't think Wakamoto was involved, but Akira Kamiya, ever heard of him?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, please tell me he's Guy Kazama. Please tell me he's Guy Kazama.
Yep, he is.
Good. Good. I kind of, I got it. I gotta play Red Alert now. The fact that
yeah, it's also got Koji Tatani, which you might know is Revolver Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, good.
And Jaggy in Fist of North Star.
I mean, it's good. I mean, you got Kenshiro in there, so you might as well get
no,
Jaggy.
it gets better. There's also Banjo Ginga, which is Souther in Fist of North Star.
So basically, it just has the voice cast from Fist of the North Star in it.
Yes.
Okay, I do remember this level being a little hard.
What are those weird things in the hallway?
They're spike traps. Oh. Okay. Oh, we're now Marshall. Is that the... No.
Nope, it's the next level that's really fucking good. The next level up is fucking stellar.
Oh. Keep on forgetting that this is a hallway.
It's great because this game was basically developed by a studio that's.
How dare you kill these precious men whom I've trained?
Well, Colonel, you haven't done a very good job of training them.
I appreciate how young this man sounds.
Yeah. Also, this boss fight kind of sucks. Right.
But yeah, the developer for this is a division of Telenet, actually.
Yep.
And on the team is several like Telenet, Renovation, and Wolf Team regulars.
Yep.
Oh, so that's what an electric
Also,
looks like.
be prepared for the best thing of cinematography you have ever seen in your life.
I have received information about a CIA dog, Guy Kazama, who assassinated a member of the Force Project, Colonel Kadat.
He intends to enter the martial arts tournament you host every year to kill you, Mr. Lee.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
So we plan to present you with 3 of the toughest fighters.
By the way, Dr. Garcia,
Damn it.
how is the development of your ultimate weapon, Indra, coming along?
Oh.
Yeah, it should be completed within a month.
Also, Dr. Garcia is Russian. Just felt that worth
Wait,
mentioning.
what? Okay, so we have 3 different things we can do.
Yeah, your boy Dr. Garcia is in fact Russian.
Also, let's go enter this kung fu tournament by shooting everyone.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Whatever works.
We are a martial artist.
Yeah, I thought we're gonna change motifs in the middle of the game. No, it's just more shooting.
You're martial arts TNT.
Clearly, we took a Looney Tune. We are a practitioner of the Looney Tunes style of fighting.
No, it's fine. Using the gun is our martial art. It's very straightforward. I don't see the problem. Whatever works. If the other person's dead, that's all that matters.
We're just that one character from Rashida played.
No, we're the Ethan Ghost style. I see.
Oh god, I hate Kate so much.
After the rifle, we'd probably be more like I forgot what her name was.
I forget it too. That's also. Oh, here we go.
You're not going any further without defeating me.
Sorry, but ladies first doesn't apply on a battlefield.
That's a famous Solid Snake quote, right?
And yeah, the folks who made this Shun Nihon Laser Soft, their real claim to fame was the Cosmic Fantasy series.
Yeah, I've always kind of wanted to look at those, but also we're full armor guy.
Yup, it's the best.
Which, if I remember correctly, gets oh no, that's next level, I think. Also, we're fighting Zhanshi now?
Yeah. I mean, every single level from here on out is a treat.
Also, I don't think it wouldn't be quite as good. Or no, the thing that I think that makes it really good is the fact that full armor is one word.
Yup. Do you think they're what, made of characters? Goddamn.
Also, it's full armor guy.
Mm-hmm. Full armor guy, not to be confused with Full Metal Jerkwad.
Army dude. I think my favorite one of them is the second to last one, though.
Second to last one. Second to last one's pretty good, though I like the third to last a bit more. Though the fourth to last is all they're all really fucking good from here on out.
Yeah. I felt this on face tank all this. So I apparently figured out why this is playing a musical sting and not like a voice actor thing. Because you can actually apparently get it on the find what this guy's like that the line that should have been there on the actual CD. Apparently they were actually taken out for references to hell.
What? That's it? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. At least that's the only thing that the two voice lines that have been taken out, like, that should have voice lines but don't. Like, the only thing they have in common is that they both have the word hell in them.
You know what's also great about seeing this, is the fact that, like, East 1 and 2 both got actually, like, genuine professionals to do their stuff. Like, the English dub.
Yeah.
And then you have this.
Well, if you think, well, that,
No, this is basically everything wrong with the industry at the time, and it's great.
No, I wouldn't say that. This game looks fun.
No, because
I meant with the localization industry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing about this, because if you think about like even the Cosmic Fantasy series, if I remember correctly, those were working design joints. And I believe that came out earlier, so I wonder if they just didn't want to deal with working designs again.
Well, was working designs notoriously bad localization?
Well, they were at the time they were the localization group.
Yeah, like, no, they were fucking great.
Yeah, they're gold standard. Well,
the issue is how they toyed with games. But
yeah, that's the thing, is that Victor Ireland was not confident in, like, basically because he played a lot of games as well, and he was also apparently really good at them, and basically did not, like, he thought that games should be a lot harder. Which actually led to a point.
Oh, right. That's the one Un was going on about. Whenever they got their hands on the game, they also made them more difficult.
Yeah, that is like they straight up. One of the reasons why Exile 2 was so difficult was because they toyed with it too much that it actually induced integer overflow.
The localization is fantastic.
Yeah. Also, you're getting a little bit robotic.
Hey, but that's not what they're hiring a localization company.
Hey, you fatso, you're blocking the traffic. Hee hee, guy, I'm gonna destroy you.
Oh, God bless that guy. He's got one voice. He's gonna use it for everything.
Yeah, they have all of, like, 4 voice actors. One of which played, like, the only lady character in the fucking game.
That's probably the secretary. Alright, time to join this Kung Fu tournament.
Also, we are Heavy Warrior now, which I believe lets us get something new. Yes. We can get an M60 now, which is a 5-way shot.
Nothing says martial arts like 5-way shot.
Like a fucking M60.
Do these guys not have guns? Are they
Don't
really
worry,
trying to punch you?
If you think this isn't a martial art,
they do have
just wait
guns.
till you see the final weapon. Assuming we hit it.
I actually, because they don't show that off actually in the long play that they use for the red spread, they don't actually use it. So I tried to. Yeah. The thing is about it is that it actually. So apparently. And I'm not 100% certain, but I believe every projectile that you shoot does the same damage.
Oh, that's terrible.
So basically, I'll just go ahead and say what it is. It's a rocket launcher. It's a 4-shot rocket launcher. But the thing is that the projectiles pierce, but they do the same amount of damage, and they're on screen for longer, so they don't have as fast a fire rate as this does. Which is why the M6 or the M203 is like usually the weapon they tend to use most often, because it has 1 piercing shot but also 3 normal shots. So it's like the best of both worlds. Well, except not the best of both worlds, but it's a little bit of everything. They're not over specialized.
In fact, it already looks like you'd be better off with that weapon right now than this stuff.
I tend to prefer the M60 for more open areas. Also, it is good for one thing that you'll see real quick.
I guess those 3 were no match for you. Let me be your opponent now.
Mr. Lee, this tower is beginning to look like your tombstone.
Okay, so this is what this is good for. Abusing the fact that it's bullets on screen. Also,
oh my God.
Also, be quiet and see if you can notice something.
he's just a double.
Did you hear that?
You mean he's an imposter?
Yes.
Members of the Force
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't
The
dub
fact
it
that it
over.
didn't even dub it at all.
That's how you know he's the imposter.
Enormous amount of state-of-the-art weapons on here, like you said.
I've planted explosives on this ship. We'll use that to look for the real Steve.
Wait.
The prosperity and glory of the Dual Foundation.
Oh, the fact that this is an incredibly stupid idea? Yeah.
It's you, the terrorist.
What? Why
What?
was there that?
What was that fucking noise?
I don't know.
Why did it do that?
Oh my god, they changed your outfit.
Oh, yeah. Your outfit will change sometimes from stage to stage.
This game is magic.
You're Mad Thunder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're Mad Thunder
Yep.
now.
Also, the guide I'm looking at supposedly says, like, it says that supposedly it does a lot of damage per hit, but
Yeah, and I read that too, but I don't think that's true.
I would take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, it's a fucking game facts guide. A game facts guide to a game nobody's played.
Considering that I was rewinding and like going back at you, but like, that's so odd. That took a lot of bullets to get through this one corridor. Let me just actually pull out the M60 and do that again. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
also,
it
more
actually does more
importantly, you
damage.
never really need the barricade piercing. Like, it is so rare. So having 4 piercers is...
Uninvited guest.
So what are you gonna do with me?
I'll throw you into the sea after I get you.
just so nonchalant about it.
The worst delivery ever.
Leaving behind
Which
the
one?
delicious-looking food he was successfully forced to party for.
Like,
Find the real Steve.
it's like the Calculon line. No, I don't do 2 takes.
Look, studio time is expensive. You can't expect them to do retakes. That's just fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it hurts. Yeah, see, right here, the rocket launcher would be pretty useful to shoot through the wall.
You say that, but all they do is throw piddly-ass grenades. They're actually barely attacking you.
That's also true. This game...
Yeah, I could just move forward.
You are just face tanking everything.
Look how much
You know
health
what health he has.
I was gonna say, I can take, at some point, I can take, like, I have more than 20 health. And there's only, like, one thing in this game that does more than 1 pip of damage.
And there's no instant death that I've seen.
No, there's no instant death at all.
Which, I mean, is a good thing. Fuck instant death. But also, holy shit, there's no difficulty in this game.
Which, because here's the thing that I was going to say about that, because yeah, this game is incredibly easy, but at the same time, if you're doing some, like, if we're trying to be some super awesome dude soldier, I don't want the game to be hard. I want the game to be easy, because I want to kill every dude. I want to kill all the dudes, and not have any difficulty doing that.
Oh, I'm aware, but it's at the point where it's fucking trivial.
Because here's the thing, at some point it just becomes funny.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially because it gets easier as you go on.
You've shown
Which is
some
great,
great
honestly.
The damages on this ship and the weapons aboard will come to $1 billion.
People will hate you, Steve, if you're too stingy.
You're too stingy.
Oh my god, he didn't know what the word stingy was how pronounced.
So he said stingy.
Yep.
And they kept it in.
Remember that bit about 1 take? Studio time's expensive?
This is sold for money.
I love this jaunty little tune.
Hold on.
Good. Some background material right there.
I'm the only one remaining.
Russian scientist.
Project members.
Named Garcia.
Dr. Garcia.
Indra.
With his weird elf
It
ears.
will put an end to all mankind. Yeah, they shall be punished. But don't lose heart. I'll give you just one last chance. Unfortunately, it takes 24 hours to launch Indra. If you can destroy Indra within that time, you win. But, there's only one man who's allowed to play this game. That's Guy Kazama. I'm looking forward to seeing...
Bye, guys.
Was this
Kazama.
jacket blinking for a sec?
I appreciate him tripping up on Guy Kazama.
States, I ask you, save all mankind.
I'll try, but I can't take the responsibility. This mission is just too great.
I know you can do it.
You can never trust Leonard.
What? Why? Okay. Also, we're on the moon now.
It's gonna go to space.
Also, yes, we are Final Command. Is this, no.
No. The last one is...
It is
you
the
will
death.
go with the last one. Yeah.
Oh, I know the last, like, yeah, I couldn't remember if you get the rocket launcher at the last one, or if it's...
You get it in the last one.
Okay.
So Final Command is not the last one.
No,
don't worry.
There's two more, yeah.
Oh my, there's two more.
Which is great, because it's great, because there's 19, not 20.
Well, yeah, they gotta fill up the bottom. But also, like, Dr. Garcia's line delivery, I just pictured him being on the shitter while he gave that call.
Oh, there he is.
This is why he was making
we
all
are
those
one-man
weird
army.
mouth noises, too. Yep.
My drunk uncle is threatening the world.
While he's taking a shit. What is this?
He sounded sort of confused. Oh wait, this takes 24 hours to watch.
Also, the only reason I'm destroying those turrets is because they are actually a good experience, if I remember correctly.
I love how tripped up over pronouncing Kazama.
Yes, army. Fight for everlasting peace.
But I love how he tripped up saying Kazama and just went Kazama.
Hey, don't be so sticky.
I'm sorry.
I will never get over that. It's like, what, you've never seen that word before?
Have you heard that voice, like that voice actor? Do you think he's that clever a man? Like, it's also really good because Guy Kazama's voice actor overacts literally goddamn everything, but everyone else underacts to such an extreme extent.
Hey, except for all throw you into the sea. I mean, it's like, he's trying.
I mean, Dr. Garcia is exceptional though because he just sounds like he's taking a shit.
Is it you, Dark? You're still alive? Dr. Garcia brought me back to life. You won't get me that easily this time, Guy Kazama. You're right, Ikari.
What?
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think they just didn't translate that last part.
That's what seems like the case.
It's like, Dr. Garcia brought me back from the dead.
Like, I have seen grade school plays that are acting and shit.
They didn't bother to animate him, I think. I'm not used to seeing, like, an old console game with bosses easy.
Proceed to the underground sewer and defeat the bio monster.
Oh man.
Also, Lolo voice keeps getting choppy.
Yeah, it's getting on that end as well. But it keeps on cutting out. Or it keeps on, it fixes itself.
So this is the sewer on the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it has a graffiti problem.
Look, you seen who runs this fucking place. You think he's got his soldiers, like, kept under wraps?
Also, we're superhero now.
Yep.
Also, let's use hyper missile launcher.
Hyper missile launching. What, do they track?
Nope, it's just 4-way.
Wow, you seem to trick it and firing more than 4 shots at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, I forgot that it's actually 8 shots, but like it just done. Like, see how quickly I'm just taking things out the M60 compared to the rocket launcher.
Also, the M60 bullets are faster than the rocket launchers. It seems like.
That's also something that helps. Because it's more about rate of fire helps in this rather than, you know, sheer firepower.
I believe it. I can see why you use the M60 though, because you've got those guys up on the walls. Of course,
well, that's just the better coverage is just nice.
Why would there be a sewer level?
Oh, poop's gotta go somewhere.
There's someone in the water. Something just grazed past my knee.
Like I said, there's someone in the water, not something in the water.
It just grazed past my knee.
Whoop!
What?
What?
What? That is some bullshit.
Okay, we're gonna clear that. Okay. Whoop!
I don't know why you're rewinding. You can take the hit.
Because it health stays between levels. Okay, maybe not. Okay, there we go.
Well, that takes care of that biomenace.
This music's great though.
Other than just straight up, this was the boss music from the last boss.
That's the issue.
I mean, there's no issue. It's great.
So what was the one game they always promoted, like Thunder Force or whatever?
Gates of Thunder?
Gates of Thunder. That was all a game they would never shut up about. They had this game. They could have been promoting this one.
Okay, but have you heard the Gates of Thunder soundtrack?
Well, also they didn't need to promote Gates of Thunder because that was actually a pack-in. Well, actually that would have been more to promote. Yeah.
Oh my god, exploding barrel.
I appreciate these robots they have made to sit in place and launch grenades.
If you got the funds, why not?
You see, Dr. Garcia has so much time on his hands. And when he's not making phone calls while on the shitter, what else has he got to do?
Ooh.
Pick it up and immediately get shot. Nice.
Oh.
This boss is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
I think this might be actually a good time for the missile. Yeah.
Oh wow.
The circle's at you a square.
Ah! Finally, we will destroy all weapons forever.
Thank God we killed the dragon in the sewer so we could stop them from launching the missile.
You see, the missile would have been full of the dragon in the sewer. That's how it works, right?
It was actually the way that the missile was going to work is like those World War, like, I forgot the 1 or 2 pigeon bomb things.
Pigeon-guided missile, you mean?
Yeah.
They were actually pretty accurate, is the thing.
Pigeons like to peck.
It's just it required 3 pigeons to guide 1 missile, which is inefficient for a number of reasons.
Also, the fact they're using pigeons for guide missiles.
I mean, let's not forget the bat bombs that they decided to give up on. And
Even though it's horrible, I will still always laugh or giggle at the Russian tank destroying dogs.
Yeah, they trained them on Russian tanks.
Oops.
So of course they're gonna run back and try to break their own tanks.
We did not think this through. We did not think this through.
Sorry, Leica.
I just like that they tried to use bats to bomb Tokyo. Because leaving open windows and all that. But that didn't work out, so instead they firebombed Tokyo.
I mean, fireworks too.
Look, Carnival was efficient, alright?
Jog, 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 jog.
Just getting in your cardio. Also, you're walking over the boxes because of the weird sprite layering.
Yeah.
This guy Kazama getting his cardio in.
Oh. I couldn't tell if that was actually like a pipe that I could go through or not.
You know, you could have gone... You know, whatever.
You're the infiltrator? I haven't had a visitor in a long time.
I don't need your hospitality. Just let me pass. I'm in a kind of a hurry.
Don't say that. Here, take this.
We just want to be nice to you, guy Kazama, but you gotta be a dick all the goddamn time.
Alright. Also, I guess I am beating this tonight.
I mean, you did skip a lot.
Yeah, I skipped the boring part of the game. The part where there weren't any good voice lines.
The part where there wasn't any plot.
Imagine how you mention it, yeah, those first 2 chapters are actually completely pointless with plot.
Absolute filler. You could just go around it.
Thank you for the host.
There's no point in killing. You get no benefit from experience anymore.
Well, yeah, well, I want one of them to... I'd rather not face tank if I can help it.
Well, I more meant that there was one thing that you could actually go around and not run directly into, but you ran into it anyway like an idiot.
It wouldn't be me if it wasn't.
And then now you're just trying to farm for an orange health.
It wasn't even that. It was more.
I think this might be a good time for the missile.
Let's try that then. Yeah, they barely do any damage. That's
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I thought the piercing would be useful though. Joke's on me.
okay. I'm gonna have to abuse. If I remember correctly, I do believe they do give you a red. Yep.
This brief instant you had to.
Finally, Dr. Garcia.
Guy Kazama, you have foiled every one of my ambitions. You're going to have to pay for this.
So I was right, he was taking a shit. God damn it.
Yeah, this line right here would have been another one that got taken out. Also, we're going into super space?
Space, but more so.
Good thing there's two of these.
Which Guy Kazama knows how to pilot a rocket.
Ooh, duh.
And he is a superhero.
Former one-man army.
He was even a final command.
I was wondering if you were in Arctic base, but nope, it's super space.
Yeah, space, but more so. He's gonna hunt down Dr. Garcia onto the ISS. Kick his ass.
Oh, finally, some bad guys.
Oh, just when you thought there was any sort of threat.
Why would a hireling soldier like you run such a risk to torment me like this? Why?
Garcia, nobody can hire my feelings.
I like to think that Dr. Garcia got hammered before this. But he's barely here at the moment.
Oh, also.
Slam into his final
Mecha
form.
Garcia. Yeah, why are you running away?
Wow.
Oh yeah, he's a snatcher.
I don't know, snatchers can get drunk.
But Indira's already been started. It'll put an end to humanity.
Isn't there a way to stop Indra?
Not unless you destroy Indra. But if you do, you will also die.
He definitely got trashed before this mission. Shoot up his corpse, yeah!
That's a nice touch.
No respect for the dead!
Yes, elevator fight!
Finally, elevator action.
This game is everything.
Maybe this is actually the perfect game.
Yeah.
The platonic ideal of a video game.
You didn't have to let that arm hit you. You just could have stood farther away from it.
That's boring.
Really wants to shoot it though. This game is amazing and I love it.
It really is.
I forgot that that wasn't part of the background. Oh.
Dumb motherfucker. I appreciate how this is the final sequence, but it is very not threatening. Later, Indra. Wow.
Just in case you couldn't hear it, he just straight up yelled, "Here I come!"
I feel like you might want something with a tighter spread.
Yeah, that. Rewind a little bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. God, that was
I don't
kind
know
of.
how you did it.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no! You got a bad ROM, dude?
Oh.
do. Story basically blow up Indra. He gets back to Earth. Everything's all happy. Yeah,
Who could have seen this coming?
like this.
Amazing.
So yeah, as a game, it
Mediocre.
definitely as a game it definitely has its flaws. Although I do kind of like the fact that it actually isn't super difficult, because then it kind of really helps with the whole, power fantasy kind of thing.
Yeah, does it actually have any variable difficulty settings?
Nope.
That's
What to see is what you
unusual.
get. And my issue is just the gameplay itself is fairly boring.
It's fairly boring, but I think, because let's see, what have we ranked? I would say
Like,
it's
it's
at
fairly
least.
functional though. Like it's a solid enough game. It works.
I would say it's at least better than Outzone as a game.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say I would put it fairly high up. Like I'd say at least high blue.
Yeah, because let's see. I'd say maybe right below 50, like right below Night Striker. Because I'd see me playing it above Bosconian, but probably not below Night Striker.
Yeah, no, I would definitely go with that. Like the game itself is perfectly serviceable. It's the astounding acting talent that sets it above.
It is something that you must experience.
It does slowly escalate in difficulty, but it really does look like it's skewed. I'm really not used to seeing a game that easy during that time period.
Literally,
It's really
the
weird.
only threatening fight is the final fight, and that's just because figuring out what weapons work right.
The Kadot fight is also pretty hard.
True. That's because he can bullshit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you figured out his pattern.
Yeah, once I figured that out, it was pretty easy.
But the game doesn't have any lives. Once you're dead, the whole game is done.
Yeah, and then you can just continue where you left off, I think.
Oh, well.
Oh god, when did that come out?
This was 1990, wasn't it? Or something like that. Let me check.
Wow, that's actually 1989.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
December 28th, 1989, just squeaked in. So yeah, that must have been close to launch for the PC Engine CD. All right, so yeah, so yeah, that was most definitely an interesting set of games. Some were more interesting than others.
Some were outright boring.
Yes. So let's just get all in place and see if anything moved. Let's see. Can't remember if Darius 2 got bumped into.
I don't
Really?
think
Okay.
it did. I think it was there as of the previous episode.
That was there. I think that's the same. Yep, Shock Troopers.
Sexy Proteus got knocked down.
Yep, Sexy Proteus got knocked down. Shock Troopers now being the lowest of the
Points.
tier.
Excuse me, Indigo.
So where do we? I had to take a call. So where do we put
Last
the
Alert?
game? Yeah.
Last Alert is at 61.
Ah, nice.
So yes, it is very high in the blue because it is a pretty enjoyable game that is made enjoyable because of the other utterly ridiculous
nature of it.
So that's the thing too, is like the game's plot is enjoyable regardless of the language, because like Japanese has actual pretty fucking solid cast.
Mm-hmm.
And this is nobody's, and that's why it's great.
Yeah, although that is potentially one thing with if you're playing Red Alert compared to Last Alert, I think the game might lose some of its charm if it's just like the actual like.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like it holds up relatively speaking. Regardless, it's just fucking legendary how garbage this voice acting is in English.
Yeah.
This I would definitely recommend this as baby's first shmup.
I'm just gonna curious. Let's see if I can. Oh.
Ah.
I mean, like if you just got your Turbo CD and like you wanted to get another game because you were sick of getting your butt kicked by Gates of Thunder, this would be excellent.
I'm trying to see if I can find a video of Red Alert, but I don't. Up there.
It's fine. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, just to get a. Yeah, just to take a. Well, maybe this is it.
我々特殊部隊はロイド政府の申請により捕虜救出に向かった。しかし目標地点には収容所の影も形もなかった。ロイド政府にはめられたのだ。そして我々の目の前に現れたのは逃げろ
You can definitely tell that it's.
政府が裏切るとはどういうことだ
Okay, that's pretty good.
リビド共和国のカダト大佐、香港マフィアのミスター・リー、デュアル財団のスティーブ会長、天才物理学者ガルシア博士、 彼ら
Okay, it is Garcia even in the Japanese.
4 人
And
を中
Chairman
心と
Steve.
した国際的な武装集
I
団
figured.
フォースプロジェクトが動き出した。その内容は殺戮、脅
I
迫
just gotta see one thing.
ああ、フォースプロジェクトに対抗できるのは
That's a
一しかいない。
CIA guy.
ガイ・風間しかな。
Okay, yeah, it is definitely Guy Kazama still. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to hear that. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that'll do it for tonight.
Thank you for schmubbing for us.
So, yep, thank you for being here, for enjoying this wonderful game.
This treat.
Okay, so in that case, good night.